Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Monarchs' return team didn't help matters out much there. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Takes the handoff. It's Hines. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Monarchs in the hurry up. He'll run it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Monarchs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kennesaw State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field.
Fires Here's the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose. He's got it. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this in running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
running.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. He's going to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Kennesaw State.
Looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to get to him. Finds his man down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
14, Old Dominion, 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
The Monarchs will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a great run there. On a 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Hurley. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that. And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over about the crime. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 8.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle, it's complete. Tripped up for the tackle. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They want to run this quarterback. Snowed under by the defense. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They want that clock to run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us.